Thank you for clicking into the site of Carpet Tiles One. My name is Vince Perry. Here at Carpet Tiles One we sell more than carpet tiles. We sell numerous flooring products, and the purpose of this video now is to show you our vinyl tiles. Vinyl tiles is not like a linoleum. It comes in a square, the old 1 foot by 1 foot or the 30.4 centimeters. 30.4 centimeters. It is vinyl, just like a vinyl record. They're one of those lifetime products. Linoleum, which is a fabric with a print on top, doesn't have anywhere near the life that vinyl tiles have. Now, when you're comparing our prices to any other form of shop, you need to compare the quality. And how to assess quality of a vinyl tile is, first of all, the overall height of the tile. Our tiles are 3 millimeters in total height. The next most important thing to assess in your comparisons is the wear layer. That is the top before you get to the vinyl. Ours is a 0.55 millimeter wear layer, which is extremely important because our prices, as you're aware, are well below half the price of any shop. Next most important thing is it virgin vinyl or is it recycled vinyl? If it's recycled vinyl, then the price of that drops dramatically because there's a lot of volatility with hot and cold with recycled vinyl. Virgin vinyl is a stabilized product. So make sure, is it virgin vinyl or is it recycled vinyl? Next most important thing is fire rating. Does it comply with the Building Code of Australia as to the smoke provisions and the flammability provisions of the Building Code of Australia? Ours do, right? A lot of them don't. Which means you can only have restricted use of them if they don't comply in full. So if you're wanting to put this into a coffee shop, a restaurant, an office, a boarding house, a hospital, you'll need the fire rating provisions compliance. Next most important thing is slip rating. Does it comply with the slip rating? The R10. Ours do. Not every vinyl tile does. Lastly, the finish. Is it a rippled finish? Ours are. There's others that do not have the ripple finish, hence resulting in failure to comply with commercial slip rating. So ours is a commercial vinyl tile. Can be used in homes, shops, offices, canteens, anywhere. Okay, so that's what you do for a comparison. Now I'll simply go through the style so you can actually see the color. The first on the list is what we call 10VT189, which is a nice charcoaly look. The next one is 10VT169, and you can see the boards there. Keep in mind the boards are a bit shattered and mucked around, but once you actually butt them together, you'll see an eternal job on this. Now, whilst I have you here, the 10VT189, the 10VT169, a lot of people like to do the actual checkered effect, which you can see on this board here. A lot of people like the something to look blackish and whitish, or dark and light. These two tiles blend in very nicely. However, towards the end of this video, I'll show you our almost black and almost white as well. Okay, so that is 10VT189 and 10VT169. Moving on, we have here 10VT208. If you want a sample of these, Send us an email with your full address and we'll provide you with a sample. Here we have 10VT 207. Vinyl tiles are very popular in retail situations or in kitchens and dining areas. Moving on. Here we have a nice rustic charcoal vinyl tile called 10VT 161. 10VT 161. And whether you're on the website or the eBay site, you'll see photography on these items as well. So that's 10VT 161. Here we have 10VT 200. Whilst you're looking at that colour and the cameraman's doing a close-up on it, let me tell you about the transport. We deal with the major transport companies such as Toll and Hunter Express. We ship to every square inch of the country, even some of the most remote areas we can get into. Let's say Tasmania, which is a difficult one. We have a major corporate account with Toll Tasmania. They own the ship in Tasmania that goes from Victoria to Tasmania. We can in fact at this moment almost say that it is cheaper for us to ship to Tasmania with Toll Tasmania rather than other companies into Melbourne. The reason being is that Toll Tasmania owns the shipping company. Now keep in mind, the remote areas of Tasmania we normally ship to depots unless you have a forklift to unload. And whether it's a small quantity, we always ship to Tasmania on a forklift. Any other part of Australia, send me an email and I'll answer your questions and cost it out before you make a commitment. But I can assure you that even in the most remote areas of the country, you're still saving 50% plus. Okay, here we have a tile, a vinyl tile. Let me get its number. The number is 10VT201. 10VT201 is a nice grey-ish smoky vinyl tile. Next one along is a nice generic looking one. It is called 10VT100. 10VT100. This one we heavily supply into labs, schools, canteens, gymnasiums where they just want something flecky and plain. Remind if you like a sample of any of these vinyl tiles, send us an email with your full address and we will send you a little swatch sample free of charge like this. Okay, moving on to the next tile. Okay, here we come to what we call the almost black, almost white. Now the almost black, almost white, keeping in mind that you cannot get in vinyl pure black or pure white. People often ask me the question, why not? So if you can imagine the mixture of all this into a vat, if it had to be clean of all impurities, 1 square meter would cost you a fortune. Because it would take months and months. In fact, they'd never get one of those vats perfectly clean when they manufacture it. That's why there's always an impurity. That's why we call it almost black, almost white. And it's the closest you'll get on the market. If you go into linoleum, you can buy prints. We don't sell the prints, we don't sell linoleum. We just sell products that we believe in. So, you'll see it there on the board. Nice, close enough to black as possible. It's called PG5004-25. I'll repeat that. PG5004-25. And the sister tile in the almost white, which is a creamy grey sort of looking tile, is called PG8841. PG8841. So when you do your chequered effect on the tiles, you'll see this effect here. It does look stunning on the floor. People that love this are people with classic cars in their garages, that they want a floor covering where they can drive their car over. Coffee shops love doing this. People in specialized housing that want an effect of this nature, whether it's in the kitchen and dining area, they want this effect of dark light. This is the tile to go for, or the very, very early one I mentioned there to you. So it's called the almost black, almost white. Okay, if you want a sample and you're not in Sydney, you send us an email and we'll send you any sample you like of all these tiles. If you have any questions, feel free to ask by phone, by email. All the contact details are there on the website. If you're in the area, in Sydney, and you want to pop into the warehouse, we're open Monday to Friday 9 till 5, Saturdays 9 till 3, and Sunday times vary. You'll see the Sunday times in the top left hand corner of the website. Again, any question whatsoever, please let us know. Thank you.